why don't we go on to our next match? This should be a good one. This is going to be Shakz versus Luffy. Some of the big EU heads out there. I've always seen these guys, you know, in top 32, top 8, especially Luffy. We always see Luffy making top 8, either winning some of these tournaments or getting top 3. So we're well familiar with Luffy. But on the other hand, we got Shakz, more of an up-and-coming player. Got some good results going into 2017. He got 9th at Versus Fighting, 13th at CPT Online, and 7th at the 𝐂𝐫𝐞𝐝𝐢𝐭𝐬. So yeah, very, very strong tournaments and strong placings at these tournaments. Definitely no slouch. Plays Laura, a bit of 𝐂𝐫𝐞𝐝𝐢𝐭𝐬. I can't see him not picking Laura against Mika. I think that's just his wheelhouse. So it'll be interesting to see how Shakz, who I would say is a little bit more aggressive, deal with Luffy, who can kind of balance being aggressive in defense.
Yeah, so what you see there with the results as well with Shakz is that he didn't really have a 2016 resume, right? A lot of those were from this or that year, the 2017 resume, as you see there, 9th at Versus Fighting, literally right before EGX, while at the same time being part of the Gfinity Elite Series. In this particular year, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I think he was in like what, 3rd and 4th or something like that. I think
so. I think they did place pretty high. I always saw Shakz doing very well on Gfinity. So yeah, shout out to Gfinity for when they were rocking with Street Fighter 5. Definitely got a lot of these guys' names up.
I want to see what season it was, but he was definitely taking some names for sure, taking some top tier names. And again, you kind of mentioned Luffy. He's a very versatile player. Former Evo champ in Ultra Street Fighter 4. Or no, not even Ultra. This Street Fighter 4. It was Super, right?
What? No, it was 2013, I believe. Or 20, yeah, it might have been 2014, but it was
Arcade Edition.
It was Arcade. That's what makes it crazy, dude. You had to deal with all these Yuns and Yangs, these degenerate Yuns just flying everywhere. Jeremy probably played you in Evo too. Like, how did you manage to do all this, Luffy?
Watching him play, though, I mean, like, honestly, like, I knew who Luffy was, but watching him play was something else. It was actually ridiculous. And he plays on a PlayStation 1 pad, like the original PlayStation 1 pad. Y'all definitely know that.
I know, dude. Yeah, so Luffy, I'd always see him do really well during like the money matches we would have in like hotels here and there. But like I never really saw him have like a really big breakout tournament. Sure, he'd win here and there at some of these tournaments in Europe, but like him showing out at Evo was just insane because he lost his first match in top 64, I believe. And dude, that is just like, that's like bracket hell. You have to go through so many just amazing players in top 64 of Evo, and to just claw all that way back, reset the bracket, and to win Evo, just insane. We're looking at an Evo champ right here, so let's see how the Evo champ deals with probably Gfinity champ Shakz right here.
Not quite the champ, but I mean, like, eventually he's gonna work his way up to that title.
I'm trying to make it sound good, bro. All right.
Well, I don't want to lie to everybody. Hey, the closest he got at Gfinity was 2nd place with his team.
So close. Oh, well,
still
threat nonetheless. My mic seems like it's coming in a bit hot. Oh no.
I think Shakz is definitely one of the younger.
Just shouts to Shakz, been putting in work. Yeah, for sure. Shakz has been putting in work. I love Shakz. He's a really cool dude. If you ever follow him on Instagram, he's always looking super fly. Always has some dope outfits.
If it's not top 3 for Shakz, then
definitely check the boy Shakz out.
This guy's always there.
Second G.
One thing to note with Luffy is that prior to this EGX last year, he actually placed 13, right? He was trying to get a little bit higher up in the rankings, obviously. But let's talk about what he did prior to this event. Against Street Grand Battle and 𝐂𝐫𝐞𝐝𝐢𝐭𝐬, he placed 3rd and 2nd. Versus Fighting 7, he placed 2nd place, dude. So he had some top 3 placements literally week after week after week prior to EGX.
Wow. And I believe that's when Gfinity was kind of sending their players everywhere, right? Like the big team players like Infuse, Method. I believe they were sending a lot of these players out. So Shakz finally got a chance to show out because of his sponsor. I hope there's more sponsorships like that going on for EU, because there's such a good player base out there. Like, you don't really get the exposure that a lot of NA.
Luffy now with the corner control, but he's got
Mama Duh mentioned pom-poms. Yeah, Luffy, I guess this is before I got banned. Luffy always with the scumbag tactics, dude.
I forgot this was a costume. I legit forgot this was a costume. Like, where are her hands?
They're not there, dude. I can't believe this is even allowed for a minute. That's crazy.
That was cheap. That is absolutely cheap.
man.
Dash up, stand.
Oh, dash stand medium kick. Is this one stand medium kick was still like 5 frames or something? I think it
Not good, yes.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, season 2, Laura was still so strong. She's gotten a bit better since then, but man, she was very strong right here.
So many different people playing her.
In season 3 is when the startup changed from 5 to 7.
From 5 to 7, that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's just funny watching Shakz abuse the medium kick. The medium kick after medium.
I love that.
Oh my gosh.
I am getting mixed, bro. Oh my god.
One hit away now. Wow,
What's up, No Good Citizen? How you doing?
Wow.
Oh, that was a good answer.
Beautiful anti-air
Yeah,
too.
Luffy, some of the best.
Just his knowledge of when he should use V-Trigger is really cool. It was very innovative at the time for like our Mika players, I feel like.
Oh yeah, for sure. A lot of versatility. Where are you going? Where are you going, Luffy? Shakz always. What I like about Shakz so much is like whenever he's playing, he kind of just has the same expression. It's almost infectious. Like it's just very stoic, not much emotion. It's just funny because I know Shakz. He's like the opposite of this. Like in person, it's just interesting seeing him be so like so cool, calm.
I've had very rare like occasions where I bump into him in like events or whatever here in the US, but I feel like he just has the same face overall. I have not seen this guy smile once.
Not once, dude. Oh god. I've been fortunate enough to see Shaq's beautiful smile, but you know it's not fair.
Oh man,
great challenge on the -2.
The thumbs up, brother. Oh my goodness. And shout outs to the host from Anime Illuminati. Appreciate it, Gina.
The mix up. What's for breakfast? Grab.
What's for breakfast? Jammers is so underrated. I like him so much as a commentator. He's really good.
There you go. Get a couple of projectiles out on screen. Oh, he was ready.
Oh!
That was so close.
I got scared for you.
I can't tell. Is that Jammers?
It's. I believe this is Jammers, right? Guys, maybe you can hear it a little better than us.
I can't tell.
I hear Tyrant. I hear Jammers.
Good check on the dash.
No, I don't think it is. I
Now
think it's like show you thing on in Tyrant.
Also, show you also very good commentator.
There was one little conversation that Logan and Sharky Sengon had when it was Big Bird versus Mr. Crimson, and then Sharky Sengon said, "Yeah, I'm looking forward to the Dawson Sim matchup." And Logan looks right at him and he's like, "The Dawson Sim matchup." Are you really looking forward to it? And then Sharky Sengon said something else after that. It was pretty funny.
Dawson Sim matchup.
Logan literally just looked right into Shorty Sengon's eyes. No, he looked right at him. He just turned completely. And he was just like, yeah, Dawson Sim.
Dawson Sim.
You realize what you just said?
Are you off your rocker, mate? What's going on here?
And he was trying to hold in his laugh as hard as.
Dude, I would have definitely burst it out laughing. Dawson Sim, eh?
Very slow start.
He didn't, dude. Shorty Sengon owned up to it, or like he owned that moment. Actually, he's just, oh, by the way, look at what they're wearing. He did something so quick, and it was so good.
He's like, let me get the attention off myself real quick.
He was mad clever with that.
Yeah, that was pretty clever.
Logan knew what he was trying to do, and then he chimed in. He goes, oh yeah, looking pretty fresh. Oh sheesh.
Oh sheesh. Oh jeez, Rick.
Plus frames galore here.
No, how many plus frames was that? He was like in an infinite blush right there.
It's unfortunate. He had the stand strong counter hit, but didn't convert off.
No EXP.
Here we go.
Yeah, it's just a focus on probably keeping them locked down. Oh, what the?
Luffy to the losers.
Oh man,
Luffy.
big for Shakz.
What is this? Mika tech? I did not know. I would just mash my 3-frame. That's crazy.
No way. Luffy
there
needs to
you
turn this
go.
around.
You missed interact.
Look how far it hits. You don't even know
where is the hitbox?
Overhead combo.
Overhead.
Yeah, everyone forgets about that.
Getting a bit too crazy with the overheads. Conversion into EX-Peach.
We will
Again,
get
another conversion.
the game.
Beautiful from Luffy.
Alright, for reversal attempt head. Gets nothing though.
Oh, you can't be able to medium kick it.
Alright. Reversal blocked.
I like that, getting the bolt charges out on screen a bit more to contest with these forward medium.
Dang, he's that medium kick. Anytime it comes out from more,
I'm terrified too. He gets so much. Oh, the recent.
Keep the pressure
oh
on.
no.
Man, like Shaq.
Wake up jab. So smart from Luffy.
I love Luffy's playstyle, man. He will commit to the hard read where someone else would be way more hesitant to do so.
Here we go. We're going down
But
to
it's
the
so
last
smart.
round.
Like, it's the only reason why you're able to do that because of the massive range on EX Giant's swing, right? It makes her tick normal options that much scarier.
Just caught like anti-airing the whole of the
Yeah, like when he checks you that close, you know EX Mega probably coming.
The worst thing is, the smart move would be to walk back, but the range is too far and it's just not fast enough for you to walk out of.
Yeah, and by the time you get clipped by that jab, you just freeze up. Sorry, I thought you were dead.
Yeah, my bad. I phrased that incorrectly. What I meant to say was, even if you tried to walk out, you're not going to walk out in time to help that enemy.
That's true.
No mix up, he's out of it. Back to neutral we go.
Even if you commit to the jump, you're going to get windless airplane.
Oh yeah, dude, there's definitely options there.
Looking for that crush counter, that Laura special.
But if you're playing Luffy 9 times out of 10, he jabs you, brother, and you're close to death. Oh, the EX is coming. We know, a lot of the players, the top players know Luffy. Luffy will go for EX command grab to kill you if you're within range. He will. You better know he does that.
This is where a lot of the match kind of just falls out. Shaxx is just playing the life game, and Luffy.
You mentioned PS1 earlier, bro. This is the downside!
Oh my god!
Oh no! Oh, bro, did we really feature this match? He got fired by the control.
Hey, guys know, I didn't see the rest of this match.
It's an exciting turn of events.
That's what happens when you jam the PS1 controller on a
What a twist!
Ridiculous. What a twist!
What a twist!
Oh no!
Produced by